Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? Welcome back to Learning to Live Life on a Budget. My name is Millie and hi, it's nice to see you all. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, coming to say hello, and I hope that this lives up to whatever expectation you're looking for. And if you're returning, thank you so much for your support, the love, the feedback, the comments, everything else. Like, it is just wonderful. It really warms my heart, and it means a lot, actually. Like, it really does. So this journey was for me to be accountable. I've been cash stuffing and budgeting and tracking and all of that for quite a few months, and I was never within budget. I will go into that in my Q&A video, which I'll be doing soon. I will post on the community board and on Instagram for people to put in their questions. And if you would like to ask a question and you're watching this and you think of one right now, then please put it below. We will do a bit of cat coverage as well. But yeah, I started this channel just because I've been cash stuffing and not doing very well or sticking to budget. My financial situation got worse, and like, you guys have kept me on track. Like, it's amazing, it's incredible. Like, everyone that knows me is just like completely in shock at how well I am doing financially without having to have my mum or my daughter or someone else be in control of my finances. Like, it's just wow. So thank you. So just before we get on with the video, for those of you who have been following my journey, I said in my last video that I had stopped smoking. I am pleased to say that I am still not smoking, because obviously this channel makes me so accountable for my money, and I am just so open with it all, or I try to be as open as I possibly can, without sharing too much with you all and you guys thinking, oh, I don't want to hear that, why are you wittering like I am now. I just thought I would also keep that accountability, because I would like to give up smoking. I do really enjoy smoking. I know I probably shouldn't say that. It's a very social aspect for me. I've got a lot of friends that smoke, but it's so bad for you and it's so expensive. Like, there are so many reasons to give up, and I'm one of these that when I get something in my head, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And I just rip the band-aid off. I can't talk this morning, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry if that bores you or it doesn't interest you. I'm just mentioning it to keep myself accountable, and obviously if I did go and smoke, then you would see it in my check-ins, which that is what today's video is. I will stop wittering on and get down to... oh, the cats have just terrified themselves. Bobby just jumped up on my desk, which is next to me, and my bag of stickers fell off. I've got like a big pouch of them, and him and Fraser are like, oh, you know, when they do that big-eyed, like, oh, fluffed up. So we are here today for September, I want to say week 2 check-in. Is that correct? I'm thinking it is. Let's have a look. It's been a really good week. It feels a bit weird, so here's my notes. These will be in my next video. They will feature, if you like the pretty colours and the scribbles and the ticks, and they're just like things that I do on the side as prep, and I'm going to share it with you because I confused the hell out of myself and spent ages trying to work out what I'd done. So I think if I put it in a video, I'm sorry, Fraser's now in the list tray. Always, they can't take a half an hour stop. He's literally just digging, I can see him. And hello, Bobby. Sorry, yeah, I'm completely sidetracking. I need to put that in a video so that I can reference it in future. But this week, yeah, we're September week 2. I feel like it's been a good week. There's been some unexpected spends and things, and I also got paid, but it's been a fairly good week. I feel quite happy with how this week has gone. So we started on Friday the 9th. This is the first day. So sorry, it shook. Bobby has so much strength. He just shook on the other side of the table. The whole table rattled. I cash stuffed on Thursday. I did the cash stuffing video. So ready for Friday. I obviously went and did all my food shopping. So I had £1 parking to park at the chemist. I spent £10.95 on cats in on the cats in Aldi on their bits, £45.89 in Aldi on food shopping or groceries for us, £4.47 on groceries in Home Bargains. That's things that I can't necessarily get in Aldi that Home Bargains do a good deal for. So like I drink coffee sachets, if you have got a coffee, because I find that because they've got like milk and stuff in them, like the coffee's not as intense for my headaches. And I think I've got other bits, but I can't remember what it was now. I did spend 59p in Home Bargains on that was my smoking envelope. It's now going to become like a miscellaneous envelope, and it's going to stay at the same amount for a little bit, just as like a safety net in case I slip back. And then that obviously I can spend it on whatever. My plan is for it to go towards Christmas. But yeah, that was on like some filters, and it's such a waste because I like hardly use them. So I've got friends that smoke. I might see if they want them. I spent £6.99 out of my spending money on a McDonald's. They've brought back one of the burgers I really like, the Big Tasty. I've loved it for years. I've been at the doctor's in the morning, and it had been like a intense review. I'd been with my GP for way longer than my appointment should have been, and I just felt a little bit pants, and McDonald's was right by Home Bargains. I normally resist it, but I just thought I'll just drive through, you know, it's a little treat for myself, £7. I couldn't believe I thought McDonald's was always really cheap, but hey ho, so it was really good actually. And I spent £10 on an electric top up. I have an electric key. Saturday I spent £1.65 in B&M's on groceries. I needed like some caramel to make a banoffee pie, and I went out to collect my prescription. B&M's was nearby, and I thought it was probably safer. I felt really overwhelmed and didn't want to go into there was a Morrison's also in the area, and I don't go to Morrison's very often, just because we have a lot of supermarkets around here. Morrison's just always seems to miss out, and I knew that I would have to hunt for it, where I thought B&M's, the food aisles are near the front, and I'll just go straight to the tills, and I did just that. I'm really proud of myself. A lot of self-control there. I don't know where it came from. Sunday was a no spend day. Sorry, I'm just going to flip it over easier. Monday, I was about to say it was a no spend day, but that was last week. I spent £21.91 on diesel. I spent £4.98 in B&M from my spending envelope. I needed like polyfiller, and I got a bar of chocolate and some chewing gum because I'd stopped smoking at this point on Sunday night. So chewing gum was good. I spent £31.34 for my birthday sinking fund. So the money wasn't in the sinking fund, but I used the money from my envelope and what was in my bank account to cover it. It was Etsy orders that were placed the week before, but it was PayPal, so this is when it came out. It's my birthday next month, so my daughter was like, what would you like? And I was like, bits off Etsy, savings challenges and things like that. So that was that. And then my car breakdown came out on the Monday at £14 as like planned. I think, oh no, was it meant to come out? It was meant to come out on Saturday, but maybe came out there. Tuesday you saw me for a cash stuffing. I had 89p on Google Play come out. That was also a PayPal, so that was from another day. I spent £6 on groceries in Tesco's, but it was on the food stamps, so I've got them with me now. I spent £1 in Poundland. It was actually kind of like a grocery / household item. It was just like a fragrance spray, but because I didn't need it, well, I actually forgot it off my main shopping list, but I put it in spending because that was where the money came out of for it. I spent £15 from the school sinking fund. It actually just came straight out of my pay. It wasn't from the sinking fund, but I've classed it as a sinking fund spend. My daughter went back to school like the week before, and within 2 days of being back, they took school photos like straight away. So that was me buying some school photos so that I could get it during the free delivery. I'm sorry, Amu is just opposite me clawing a chair. Yeah, we don't want to claw the chair. They love clawing, like chairs, tables, wood. I thought it was fabric that cats love to claw, but they love rough stuff. Or making smooth stuff rough. Wednesday, I topped up my electric key, so that was yesterday with £10 because I aim to put on £20 a week at the moment. The price rises are from the 1st of October. My electric is on a key meter and there is no word on what the prices are going to be. And last time there was a price rise, my electric got more expensive before the increase. And I am literally, when I put this £10 on, I was on like 73p. So that tells me, or was it that day I don't know, when I put money on, oh no, when I put this £10 on, I only had £6 and I'd used like £4 in a few days, and I felt that that was really quick. So either my standing charge has gone off, or because they definitely did this before, because I ended up having to borrow money off family to help top up my key, because suddenly it went up, and it was before the first price rise round was announced. And then it like slowed down again and it got better. So I definitely feel like I'm using more. I don't know if it's because of a bathroom fan, but I did accrue a lot of credit and like now it's gone. So I'm like, anyway, and I gave my daughter £2 extra pocket money because she went to her youth club. And then Thursday is today. It is like nearly the middle of the day and I've just decided it's a no spend. No money's left in my bank account. I don't plan to go out. There is only enough money in my bank account to pay the Pets at Home direct debit, which should come out tomorrow. So I just thought, you know what, let's film. No spend day. I'm having a lazy day anyway. So not a bad week. I feel like you may have lost me in that. Did I blank out and miss some expenses? Did I talk about the kebab? Okay, just in case if I did, then I'm so sorry for repeating myself. On Tuesday, I stuffed the eating out envelope and then we spent £23 out of it that night for a kebab. We'd had like some good news. It kind of felt appropriate and I just stuffed it. But we do want to get Chinese, so I'm going to look at putting more money in there just to allow ourselves, just because we've been really good with it. But anyway, that's my meal planned on. Oh dear. Right. So the breakdown for this week is we had a rollover of 172.66, which was higher than predicted. We like higher. It doesn't mean spend more, it just means safety net. I received child benefit of £21.80. I received my disability money at £505.40. And then other was £23 that I bought in from sinking fund to cover eating out. And it did come out of the eating out sinking fund. There's currently, I think it's like a £5 note and £2 coins in there, so that'd be £7 left over. Yep, there's 23. So yeah, I literally just took the envelope, paid for it, and then gave it back, and it was 22 something, but I was like, just round it up to 23 because I didn't want the change and trying to dispatch it, just trying to keep things simple to make the numbers add up. So anyway, so my total like income or money to move about for the week was £722.86. In my bills, I had breakdown, which was expected £14, electric, which was expected £20, pocket money, unexpected, but it's a new thing. It's just going to be whatever changes in my envelopes. I'll give her a couple of quid each week. She goes to youth club, so that's £2. Birthday sinking fund, I spent £31.34, and school sinking fund, I spent £15, meaning that my bill total was a lot higher, but I had the sinking fund spends, and I mean, school one was unexpected, birthday was expected, and I was going to be stuffing the birthday sinking fund envelope anyway, so basically I just spent it before I stuffed it. So bills came to £82.34, leaving me with £640.52 to roll over. Oh my, I just realised it's like lower than what I originally predicted to roll over, but I started off higher. Anyway, so groceries this week, I was under budget. I budgeted 60 and I spent £58.01. Cats, I budgeted 10, I spent £10.95. That's, unless prices go up again in the shops, that's going to be probably a set one every week, so I'm reviewing that in my budget to change it. Spending, I only gave myself £20 because I borrowed £10 from the week before, and I only spent £13.86. That must be like one of my lowest spend weeks ever, but I have been, I mean, I upped it there. So I've been in budget for the last 2 weeks with my spending. Like, oh my gosh, just congratulate myself. And not to reward myself with something that's of monetary value. Reward myself with something positive that doesn't involve money. It's a bit like when you're trying to diet. You don't reward yourself by losing weight by going and eating a McDonald's or a big fat takeaway. You find other ways to reward yourself, and that's what I'm trying to do with spending. Travel, I budgeted £25. I spent £22.91. I've got just over half a tank of diesel. I won't use all that straight away, but I'm just going to keep topping up, and then when it gets full, then I'll put the money into weekly rollover, or I'm not sure yet, maybe a separate diesel envelope. I spent 59p. So basically the money from went towards my birthday spending, and eating out I spent £23. So weekly rollover is going to get a £5 note. I was just thinking about which order to do it in, because I have my Tesco vouchers, a lot of change, £5 note, and that's it. So we'll do that in a minute, but that will mean that my envelopes came to, so maybe weekly rollover should be here or here, came to £134.32, which is lower than what I had originally budgeted, which is fantastic, leaving me with £506.20. Then sinking funds, I did plan to stuff a load of sinking funds for the month on this day, but I've decided to give myself money to stuff each week. What's gone into monthly rollover, I don't count because it's not out of my budget yet. The money's just sat in an envelope. If you watch my last video, you've seen it. You'll see it either in this video or the next video. But basically, it's my sinking fund envelope. And every week, I'm just going to take a little bit of money out to stuff my sinking funds weekly to try and motivate me more and hopefully see a bit more progress. So I haven't included this 180. It's literally just there for reference for me to know that I budgeted 90 and I put 180 in, and then I did more calculations and it wasn't even enough. But yeah, that's a whole different story. This is why I need to video how I work out what I'm doing, because it confuses the hell out of me. But yeah, so eating out, I stuffed with 30. Car I put £10 into, so this is going to be weekly amounts now. Put £75 into Christmas to boost it, and then I put £20 aside for my MOT. So all of that minus the weekly rollover is £135 I put in sinking funds this week. And left over is £371.20. Then in savings, I put £5 into my emergency fund. I'm going to be putting £3.57 in change into my challenges, giving me £8.57 in savings this week. And I'm really sorry, it's a disorientated colour. I spilt coffee on myself when working things out, so it looks, let's see the page behind, there's coffee everywhere. Makes me really sad when this happens, especially when it's coffee, because it colours it. But yeah, it gives me a rollover into next week of £362.63, and I originally wanted a rollover of 85. So fantastic news, fantastic. I think a really great week. I'm sorry if that makes it really boring for you guys, to have a bit of a boring week. I wasn't sure with cash stuffing what to do, but I think I'll go on to that in a minute, because normally I do that as a separate video. But first, shall we just empty my envelopes? I felt like I had loads of money in here earlier in the week. I mean, I did take all the pounds from groceries to get all of these pound stickers from Tesco's. I got the idea for this from the Purse Whisperer. I'd see them in stores and then not really put much attention onto them, and then when I saw her doing it, I was just like, yes, I'm going to do that. I don't know if any other supermarkets do it. I know you can buy like vouchers, like £10 food vouchers and that. That could be a good idea. Because I think I saw on Facebook someone paid in Aldi with food vouchers. So that's all my other envelopes empty. So where should we start? Right, so this is my Tesco book that I'm currently saving for at the moment. So basically, you can save £49, and then if you cash it in December, you get a bonus £1 to round it up to 150. So I should have 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would take me up to £17. So I don't have to fill this whole book with stamps to spend it. I can literally just, I could stick these in and go and use the £17 today, which is what I really like about it. There's no like commitment. I won't sit here sticking them all in now because I am slow. Slow with the licking. So I will save them for later. Then this is the rest of what's left over this week. So if I hadn't have got the stamps from Tesco, I would have had an extra £6 in pound coins. And if I hadn't given my daughter £2 pocket money, I would have had another £2. But that's all money happily spent. You know, the £6 from Tesco's is a saving, as long as I don't lose the stamps. But also, like, I want my daughter to be able to get herself bits when she's out and about, and I don't, she always is, she's really good with money, and she's always like, no, save your money. I'm like, no, this is me to you, like, this is what I want to do for you. So should we put £5 in weekly rollover? So this envelope is just to go until the end of the month, and then if there's money in here, I will restuff it. I can take it out any time in the week, and bring it back into my budget to top up an area that might need it. Like I might need to do a big trip and I need extra diesel, or I might have said I'll go for lunch with a friend and I don't have enough spending money left, or, you know, like I could have used this money to pay for the school photos that came up unexpectedly. It's just to kind of keep it. It's not in my day-to-day budget now because it's in this envelope, but it's there to be spent. It hasn't been allocated to a sinking fund or anything yet. So at the end of the month, I need to decide if it's going to be at the end of September or if it's going to be before I get paid in October, because I get paid mid-month. But yeah, it's just there and it's really working for me. I was worried that like I would just spend it because it's there, but like, oh yeah, it's okay to go over budget. There's like money in the weekly rollover. But this doesn't get seen apart from for videos, whereas like, you know, it's not in my purse and it's like really locked away because this is the big money binder. Like, I mean, there's my sinking fund one there, just waiting to be stuffed. So I'm putting £5 into weekly rollover. There's £10 in there. This is really working for me. It might work for you, it might not. Just see where it goes. It's just so that I can hang on to that money a little bit longer before committing it to a sinking fund, because I feel very much like if it's in a sinking fund, I don't want to take it out to spend it on something else. You know, if it's in Christmas sinking fund, it's going on Christmas presents and vice versa. And I just would like to be able to build my sinking funds up more before using them. That's enough ranting over. So we'll go in reverse order this week. I can't remember what order I went in last week, if I started smaller or bigger, but I have made sure I should have the right coloured pens. So we have £2. I'd really like to get some of the bigger ones crossed off, so maybe I shouldn't have put £6 in at Tesco's, but oh well. So I think I've got the right one, and we're going to colour £2 in today. Oh yeah, it's the right one. Can you see where I've changed it? I've rubbed it out and then I haven't let it dry properly. It's just like bled. So I'll neaten that up at some point. What weekly challenges are you doing? I see a lot of people doing the penny challenge. A lot of people doing some of these challenges. Like, what do you prefer? Because obviously the penny challenge is a bit of a slow burner, unless if you're doing it this way, like if I was to be doing it how I was. £2 in there, and this is going to be really handy for when I start rolling the dice for my spending money each week again. I keep forgetting to do that. I remembered like last week after I bought McDonald's and that, I was like, I'm not going to do a separate video now I've bought McDonald's, so I'll just start it next week. So I will need to remember to do that in my next video. So I only have 150p this week, which is a bit gutting. I keep seeing them and then I have to use them and I'm like, no. Actually, I don't think I've got as many this week. A little bit annoying, but every little helps. So what do I have? £1, £2, £3.50 now, just by hanging on to my 50p's. I can't wait to complete a challenge. I really cannot. Yeah, there's my dice challenge. I need to remember to do that. So I think I have 20, 40, 60 and 20p's, and I really need to tidy this one up because this is just looking a bit messy. I've already coloured in the 60p, so I think what I'm going to do, you can see where I've neatened them up and made them all the same colour, and I'm just so impatient I don't let anything dry. I'm going to write 60 on there, and I'm going to put it in, and then next week we'll see how many 20p's I've got, because I'd like to get some of the bigger numbers ticked off. And maybe at some point I will have a reshuffle and see if I can do £6 in one go. I've not even waited for that to dry either. I should probably just leave them out. It's going all inside the envelope. And then 10p's. Oh, we might have to do the same. I have 20p and there is 20p. So I'm going to do the same for 10p's, and we're just going to hang on to them. Like, I've acknowledged it, I've got 20p, so hopefully I need 60p next. So that's 40 to go. Sorry, I'm just drying it very cat-handedly, waving at you with the savings challenge. Yes, so that's those ones. And then, so this week we have an abundance of 2p's. They like me this week. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's been very rainy, but my horrible minging 2p pots, there's 2p in there, there's 12p. Sorry, that was really loud. There's 14p in there because there was 2p's. And we use that for the arcades because they are just a short drive away. And I mean, give it like, I was going to say a week. Give it a month to, you know, about a month, and it'll be free parking outside as well because it'll be winter season. So if you get a nice day after school, you can just go on down. You don't need to worry about trying to find places to park or anything. So this is my £5 change challenge. I just use my 5p's and 1p's, and then when I get to £5, I will cash it in and then put it back into my budget. So that's 5, 10, 15, 16, 17p. We have 17p. I thought this one would go really quickly, and I guess if I was using all my other change it would, but it's just because I don't really like 1p's or 5p's, so I just want to use it up. So I'm just going to put it in my jar. I've got a little collection down there. So yeah, we're not doing too badly, but soon I will probably have to start saving them and then ticking off every other week. But yeah, so that's pretty much it from me today, apart from I was a little bit worried because I'm due to get paid on the 19th, which is the Queen's funeral, God bless her soul. And I have some money in monthly rollover, which I use to contribute to stuff all these envelopes. And I didn't want to touch the sinking funds because I can't guarantee that I'll put the right amount back in. But tomorrow is Friday. It's when I start my new week. Because the 19th is now bank holiday, I might get paid tomorrow. I might get paid on, I don't know. I know my bank is closed on the 19th, but I don't know how it's affecting payment schedules or direct debits or anything like that. So just because my mind's a little bit, because it's not a planned bank holiday, I don't know how long they need to do these things. So what I thought I would do, out of my monthly rollover, there's 180 here, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. It's 180. I did think I could stuff my whole week next week. Like, just stuff all my envelopes in my purse, groceries, cats, spending, travel, because that comes to 150. But I didn't want to, I know that my daughter wants something from Primark for Christmas, and I was going to go and get it for her when I get the money out. And obviously I'll take that out of my Christmas sinking fund and I'll have it in my purse ready. I need to work out how much it is. But I was thinking, like, all the shops are closing on Monday for the funeral. Everything's going to be closed. Have we got enough to get through the weekend? And then I was like, but you know, if I go on Tuesday, I'll be cash stuffing again in a couple of days. So my mind was a little bit blown, and I just decided that I'm going to take out the money for cats and groceries out of here. I can go without spending money. I mean, on the Monday everything will be closed. Sunday we tend to stay at home and have no spend days. And Saturday I'm quite happy to have a no spend day. But tomorrow I'll go and I'll, you know, go food shopping and get it done. And then if I get paid, I can go and withdraw the cash tomorrow. And if I don't, no sweat, we've got what we need. And we have got some electric on the key meter as well, because I was like, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out £70. Just check that's the right amount. 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, yeah. Now that £70 is groceries and cats. Cats gets 60. Cats get 60 a week. Did I really just say that? Groceries gets 60 a week in 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. Just because I like to give more exact amounts of cash. It works better for me if I have a £5 note in there. I won't split it as much. Like if I had 2 5s and something was £6, my shop came to £6, I might put something back. Also, I find obviously because going more cashless as a society and COVID and all of that, people don't like handling cash as much, so I feel a bit better if I can give them a bit more exact. But I mean, this should just go in the same envelope, right? Because I know that the cats is probably going to be £10.95 actually. Do they need biscuits? They've got quite a few. But yeah, I'll just do it in one thing and then work out if I need to give myself any change afterwards. But yeah, I just thought for now, I'll just cash stuff these two, and then I don't really know. Like, I'm just going to assume that I'm going to get paid tomorrow, and I've just decided in my head that I'm going to get up, go food shopping, and then I'm going to park to go to the bank. It's going to cost me probably about 3-4 quid to park for an hour. I don't ever really park in town, but I've been quite anxious lately, and when I went to the bank the other day, I did it, but I felt like I was really anxious afterwards. It was actually a bit of a hectic day. So I have got my workings out on here, because also child benefit comes in on Tuesday, and normally if there's a bank holiday Monday, it goes in on the Saturday. So I had to take that into account. And then there's another amount of money coming in as well, and I don't know when that will come in. That's the disability cost of living payment. It's all just a bit hay up in the air, and I don't like to know. I don't like to be unprepared. I don't want to get up tomorrow and then spend like ages reworking my budget, because there's more or less money than I thought there would be. That's if it goes in tomorrow. We shall see. But yeah, so that's this video done. It was like a mini cash stuffing, but not a proper one. I just would have spent my groceries and cats. And hey, maybe if I'm cash stuffing and not going out on my spending and that later, then I will spend less for the week. I just thought it's risky if I'm going to be going to Primark. I could go to Primark with the Christmas money, know that if I've got freezer stuff in. I don't know if I need freezer stuff. But yeah, if there's, I didn't buy anything for the freezer, but I'll have like milk in the car and that, so I won't want to be long, and I'll go Primark first and then I'll go bank afterwards, and that way I can only spend the money I take out of the Christmas sinking fund, and I'll probably take like, I think what she wants is 12 or 15 quid, so I'll probably like take 20 just to be on the safe side. All about keeping it in check. So anyway, I will shut up now. thank you for coming to watch. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing all okay. There will be a video from me cash stuffing. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a long one. So if you come along for that one, bring a drink. My coffee's still feeling a bit warm. I am going to go through these sheets that I keep taking out of my binder, talking about how I work out my budget, because I get paid mid-month, and also trying to work out how I can make the monthly amount work on a 4-week and a 5-week month, because I'm stuffing for a 5-week month and I just have no idea what I'm stuffing for now. So yeah, like, if that interests you, come and join me. There will be some sinking fund stuffing. I'll be stuffing my main cash envelopes for the whole month, and obviously taking out what's left of week 3 of September. Yeah, so it could be quite a long one. I mean, this is 35 minutes, so this is a long one too, technically. So I'm really sorry. But I hope you all have a fantastic day, whatever you're doing, or evening or night, whenever you're watching this. I just hope that you are all well and you're all taking care. And hopefully I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.